Hi everyone, welcome to this community or welcome back. My name's Sophia. So in this video, I'm going to talk about your person because I don't really talk about the contract much because I presume you would buy the TWINFLAMES Starseed Lightworker, whatever folder, and I do talk about the contract there. But I do feel that I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about, because yesterday I said there's a change. There's definitely a change, right? Depends if you're new and stuff like that. But I knew I got them lot with the words. I knew there was going to be a change for November, but the change has started already. So I want to kind of tell you what you can do about that as well, because the worst thing for me and why I like to do this job is because when they were tarot readers that used to say things like, yeah, oh, this is your person, they're stuck in their head, they're in their ego, they need to tell their family about you, blah, 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 blah. All it does is like trigger you to what you already know, and then you argue with them more. And what most people would do, right? I need to talk about this as well. I need to talk about why you're here and what you can do to change things is, and it pisses me off when people say, well, what you should do is this, right? And like, oh, your website ain't great. You should have it with this, and this, right? And I'm like, okay, nice, right, saying that. Well, how do I do this, and this? People are so used to just saying things but not giving you the proper solutions and tools. That's what this community does. It gives you the tools to move forward. I want to talk about your person though, why you're not moving forward, go a bit deeper into that, talk about the 5D contract, why you're here, etc., etc. It's all connected to your person. I can absolutely guarantee you to be with your person. Not an issue, right? Here's what the issue is. It takes time. Why does it take time? Because we are here to change planet Earth. When I read you in an image reading, generally, lots of you, I would say 90% of people who I've read, I can feel, it's not, well, whatever, right, is that you want to be me. And I'm like, oh, right. I don't get flattered or anything like that. It's very nice. Thank you very much. But here's what that is. Your reality as you see it, you attract, like attracts like. So I am simply mirroring who you could be. That's why I'm saying to you, I am teaching you who you really are and what you can be. I don't get any like, oh, yeah, they really love me and they love what I do and stuff. I'm like, yeah, of course you want to be me because I'm showing you you. That's what that is. So I want to talk about that like attracts like a little bit as well. This is all connected to your person. So this video is going to be really about the contract and your person. So let me start with the 5D, right? Most people don't really go into the full 5D contract. I do. I am I don't know how else to say that. They access the 5D contract of why you are here. That's why you follow people who, all these enlightened, chosen one, guided speakers, they access it, but then their ego, which is reptilian brain, takes over what their perception of what they put their opinions comes in and skews the actual download. They don't know they're doing it, but they do. The reason why I was chosen is because I just say, right, blatantly what they tell me. It doesn't matter if you unsubscribe. It doesn't matter if I only have one follower. Do you see what I mean? I just do what they tell me. I don't care about like subscribers, views, doing these videos, followers. Do you see what I mean? That's where the ego comes into it with others, because you're not really supposed to be worried about that. Now, they would say that they're not worried about it, and I promise you they are. And you know this as well. Everything I tell you, you know. And that's something I need to talk about as well. So I want to talk about, this is all connected with you, with your person, why you're not moving forward. Generally, I tell you to do things which I don't do. Sounds hypocritical, but it isn't, because there is no one that I'm talking to, or in mission neither, that is at the level where I am at. Doesn't mean you can't be there. That's very important. I'm not larging it. I'm just saying that you can be where I'm at. My contract, where I am on this contract, is more advanced. It doesn't mean that I'm better. It just means that I do more things. What does that, why am I saying that? What you generally do with your person, you're both in a belief system. Your person is here to show you the mirror effect. But most people's version of the mirror effect is skewed, right? It's incorrect. For example, with the mirror effect is like, you will try to, most people know now your person is teaching you something. Well, hopefully they should know that. I don't know, because I don't follow other twin flames. Your person is here teaching you something. What you're supposed to do is pull back and look at what, if you're pissed off with something, right, with your person, you're supposed to pull back and say, why am I pissed off? So say if he didn't turn up, he or she constantly didn't turn up, you're supposed to pull back on a Saturday night, pull back, why does it bother me that he doesn't turn up constantly on a Saturday night? That's what they're here for you to learn from that, right? But here's the thing. You then get to the point that you strip back everything your person does. This is how the twin flame contract, and I need to talk about twin flame, the actual twin flame as well, contract is, then you'll get to my level. So then you're like, okay, and did I say this in a tarot reading? Okay, he doesn't need to come around on a Saturday. That's a belief system that, you know, date night is girlfriend, boyfriend night, right? Doesn't need to come around on Valentine because of, you know, Elite Secret Society made that up. What the hell's Valentine? Every day with me is like Valentine's when I'm with my person, right? Doesn't need to come around on Christmas. Every day with my person is like Christmas Day. Do you see? You're supposed to strip back all these belief systems. That's what you're, and that's where people get the mirror incorrect. They will, I don't know. That's what you're supposed to learn. That's why they have so much drama. You know, when he says something, it's supposed to, and it triggers you. Why does it trigger me? Oh, because it brings me back to when I was bullied as a child, and he says a trigger word. So I need to learn to transmute that boy in the class that used to call me something. You know, that's what he's here or she's here for. Really brilliant plan. But it does get to a point where you're like, okay, I've released birthdays, I've released this, I've gone back, I've released transmuted is the correct word. I transmuted my sexual abuse, I've transmuted my family, how they tell me to, you know, just date this person or go to college and do this certificate and do a job which they've never investigated in their life, how stressful it is to do. They're just doing it because of it sounds good to say my child is an accountant or doctor. You know, you're supposed to transmute all of that. Then you're like, but I would like, right, to meet his family. I would like to, you know, your version, because we're all different. Like you might say, I would definitely still like to meet him every Saturday. That is what I want, right? To me, I'll be like, nah, I don't care about that. You know, definitely would like to get married. Me, I want to get married, but my dream wedding, if it is even classed as a wedding, would be, for example, so I'll give an example, and this is very important because this is why you're here. If me and David got married, I would love never to go into anywheres and sign anything. I would say to David, let's get a pen and paper. I'll say, get a pen, write down what you would want out of a marriage. And I will write down what I would want. I would like, not legally, I'll take that back. I would like to take his name. So I would like you to be calling me his surname. I would like him to call me his wife. And I would like the ring because it's fashion, right? That's it, right? That's all I would want. in fact, I would get a buzz to say to everyone, I chose what I want. I couldn't give a shit to go into a corporate Illuminati building to then sign something, which signatures, you need to know about signatures, so that they know the ins and out of my fucking ass and where I'm moving. No, I wouldn't want to do that. That goes against what I believe about love. Just David saying, yep, you're with me, I'm with you, and I call you my wife is enough. You see, this is the point of you being a twin flame. But would David want that? He'd probably want to go to the church and do something legal. I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it. This is why you're here. But that will be my dream, to change a rule of why. Why do I need to go pay someone to do something like that? So your belief is why your person is here. That's the mirror, the belief. That's why you have someone who you would say is drama, because they're totally against you, your core essence, which is correct, because they're stripping you back to realistically why you do things. Hence why I gave you my example of weddings and marriages and stuff like that. Because why most people get married, right, and invite most poor people are in debt from marriage. 16 grand was an average, because I used to have a business as a wedding shop, right? But that was a few years ago, so it might be more, I don't know, right? To have all these family members who you never see, right? You pay for the most expensive food, who they always moan about the food, right? You put for a dress that you never wear. I do get the dress concept, because I do like the wedding dresses, to be honest with you, right? But how much you spend on it, which you would never spend on yourself personally, is ridiculous, right? To walk down an aisle so everyone looks at you in a dress, it's all ego, 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 right? I'm just saying, they strip you back. Why do you want to have all these people looking at you? Why do you see my concept? That's why you have so much drama with your so-called person, right? So when it gets to a point where you've stripped back to my level of, okay, I don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, right? It's none of my family's belief. It's literally like I'm born into this reality of my own wants and desires. Then you can say, but now I want you to do this and to do that. And generally it's only like a couple or handful of things. Now, if you're new to me, you've got a massive list that's not even your own. I promise you, most of you are following something from someone that they haven't even actually said it to you. Your person, for example, is over there not telling them about you, because most twin flames are secret, because they are scared of how someone like a family member or even their mates is going to react about you. I'm going to make this clear. They don't even know if they're going to react, like how they perceive it in their brain. That's exactly what you do. You are telling your person you must come round on Saturday, because Saturday is date night, by watching a television, right, that says that your person should come round with roses in his mouth. It's like, it's not even real. And I need to talk about that reality thing about realness. So the mirror effect I try to, with the program, strip you right back to release everything with the natural law of this planet. There are laws within laws, right? Oh, I just want to say the school, thank you, because I had a lot of people asking me about the registration. It's £15 to register. That's one off, right? Because I've got to put you on a database and blah, blah, blah. And then you pay, generally it's £15 for about half an hour of a course, right? And which is pennies. And some courses might cost more, because obviously that you're getting more from it, but it's generally like £15 an hour. But the £15 registration, so you register, that's it, then you can go on any course, and then £15 per every time you meet with the person for the course. So I just want to say that. So okay, so there's that contract with the 5D for that with your person. So you get to the point where you release everything, and then you say, and generally you get to the point when you're at my stage, where you say to your person, for example, if you had someone who refused, and generally what I have is what you have, right, refuses to, it's generally two main things, right? They don't open up, and I'll talk to you why they don't do that, and they don't, they have some issue with something in the past, right? And the past is very interesting. It's generally connected to something that's hurt them in the past, which you won't release your sexual abuse. Most Lightworker Starseeds and something had some kind of abuse, which you won't release. That's why they're always stuck in the past. But the past is interesting because I say it's connected with time and this physicality world, which isn't real. That's why you have someone who is showing you, listen, they're stuck in the past. There is no past. They're teaching you there is no past. Most of you are on this timing, programming, which blah, blah, blah. So actuality, you might be thinking, well, Sophia, tell me how to get with my person. Do you understand how I'm telling you and how I'm teaching you and why you're not with your person? Because they are teaching you things that you're simply skipping through. I won't say we, because I'm definitely not included in that, right? Most people on this planet Earth are programmed to be lazy. You are. You can do far more than what you imagine. You are so powerful, it's unreal. The gifts that you lot have, like I said, you know, I can literally just read people. If someone died, you know, I can tell them. People grieve over people that die, that when you pass over is fucking amazing. I'm like, you should be celebrating they're gone upstairs, which is when on planet Earth they're stressed as fuck. That's one thing. When people grieve over children that died, everything on this planet happens for a reason. There is no coincidences, right? So that's what I'm saying. There's so much to learn, and you don't educate yourself and learn about it, and that's why your twin flame stays over there, and why you're gritting your teeth. They're nightmare, right? But for example, like if a child was killed, the parents may grieve over that child. I could literally look at the child's picture and say, this is what he's thinking when before he died, when he was with you, and what he's thinking now upstairs. That's what you are here for, to help people out of this earthly plane, to say, look, we're accessing all multiverses of reality. I can tell you what he thought before he died. I was telling you the example of this kid that he was dying. He was on his phone and he was recording to his family on his phone before he died. And they kept re-watching the video of him before he died. And then he died in this earthquake. But he phoned them. He's like, I'm in this thing. I think I'm going to die. He was a young boy. And I was reading him what he was thinking. Do you see what I mean? I could told them because they was heartbroken. The mum. I was reading her whilst I was watching a documentary. I was watching it. Did I watch it with David? I think so. Anyway, that's why you're here. And that's what I'm saying. Your perception of, oh, well, if I just do this with my twin flame, I will be with my person. But most twin flames miss the whole fucking point. You're here to help humanity about multiverses of reality. I want to touch on that a little bit, and I go back a bit more about the contract, right? You are here. Your person is 3D. Like I said, soulmates, gangster. Without soulmates, this world wouldn't be created. They are here to build this life. But at the same time, they enslave themselves because they don't open up an access to their left brain. They're only on to, you know, logicating of, I must build. You have to have a combination of left and right, balance in life. Hence the balance is on top of the tree of life, right? So they build this, but you are here to say, well, listen, you can build so much more. You can be so much more. You can do this. And that's why we're here as alien, to access the altered verses of reality. People are on this planet to just experience it. That's why we're here. But they're not experiencing it. They are just living off the left brain, which is about building structures and following rules and regulations. Hence why I'm so against signing a legal document to say I'm married. I don't need a fucking a piece of paper to show I'm married. I know who I want to be with. You know, I don't need to sign it down. You see, that's why I'm so against it. But anyway, but I like a ring. Thank you very much, Mr. D. But anyway, so this is about you understanding that this planet is more than what it is. The actual nucleus in an atom is empty. And I can't remember the exact date. Okay, I'll bring that back. Most here, and this is connected with laziness, most know this planet is of energy. Yes, most will say that, right? And so energy, the nucleus of an atom is energy. A nucleus and atoms are energy. And inside that is nothingness. So that nothingness is this, air. So that means that if everything is energy, energy is nothingness, that means this world isn't real. That's what you're here. You don't need to go to the specifics of that, right? But what the good thing is about that, that means you can access multiverses of reality anywheres, because this physical world is not real. That's what you're here to learn about. This is why most twin flames, Lightworkers, Starseeds, because you think it's just twin flames ain't together. I'm telling you, there's Lightworkers and Starseeds and all spiritual people that are not with their person neither, right? It's because they don't understand this concept. This is the key concept. And also, they're in their ego, because you're not supposed to be here to look at me. I'm not up here and say, oh, this is education number 404, 101, whatever the numbers. Whatever I teach you, I'm always here saying, A, you are like me. B, go fucking be like me. That's why I make the mission programs. I'm making number 2 because it access to mission, so you can access to number 1. You can be like me if you go to mission now, and I give you everything so you can go out there, because I don't like to be out there. That's why they chose me, because I'm like, I don't want to go and be out there, and they need people who don't go into their reptilian ego of just wanting likes, views, getting attention and all this kind of thing, and focusing on the money aspect. Trust me, I could just do tarot readings and image readings, although tarot readings are sliding. You think you're going to be a tarot reader? No. We are here to be more than that. There's so many tarot readers. You are here to be doing an invisible read. I used to do invisible readings. You are here to do all the galactic stuff. But you don't start. Like I said, most know about energy. You are so programmed of not researching. You just take things as it is. Like I said, when I do the image reading, most say they want to be like me. I'm like, what? Really? Okay, I'm just going to explain something. I'm up here telling you that what you think is wrong. What you believe is wrong. How you live life is fucked up, and you're doing everything to kill yourself. The people that you say love you and support you are actually killing you. That's what I'm telling you, literally, and I 100% guarantee it. Your friends and family may tell you things like this person is better for you, flippantly, which you carry for years, like your person. Doesn't go and tell your family about you, holding on to something in the past that you may have had an argument, generally something like that, which triggered them from an argument from something else that they won't release, right? That's all what friends and family do. Government that you believe that is helping and supporting you. Voting and that helps and supports you. Trust me, right? People now know about tap water has fluoride, and not a lot of people, still people drink tap water that has fluoride, right? I'm like, oh, you know about that, right? Okay, cool. But still bottled water has fluoride. You have to get the correct pH levels. Plus, it's in your toothpaste. That's what I'm saying. It's like you need to go deeper. That's why you're a light worker. Do you know what fluoride is? It's poison. They are killing you. It's literally, the food you eat is poisonous. That's what, I mean, I would love to be a vegetarian. Not necessarily, I won't take that. Yes, it is inhumane how they treat the animals. That's one concept. But at the same time, there's no coincidences. Nothing happens by accident. So that animal that is slaughtered was created on this world to be slaughtered. If someone shot me and I died or something, that was supposed to be. There's nothing that's happened. Doesn't mean it's right. I've got to make that clear. Doesn't mean it's right. I would love to be a vegetarian because the fucking food, they put poison in. That's why. I don't like to eat that. I try to eat food that they don't put all that nasty chemicals in. So I'm trying with that, right? Let alone all the, I try to get local proof. That's why I'm doing this health program. This health program is fucking amazing, massive. And D is actually making a parenting program because that is massive, because most of you that I don't think I've had anyone that I have convinced that their friends and family, how they influence you so much, because particularly when they say they love you, particularly when you think they love you and they support you, and they just saying that word of I love you, and you think that they've done the things like of the television, right, is the hardest thing for me to convince. That's why D, I feel, is making a parenting program, because they have brought you up from the delusion of the elite secret society. I want to touch on that, and then I want to bring you back to what you can do and why you're personal, etc., etc. Now, the elite secret society, that rabbit hole is so deep. But in actuality, the rabbit hole, because there's people like David Icke, and he talks about, I'll give an example. About a couple of years ago, I don't even know if this is really happening, because most of you might look at me and say, shit, like I said, I get your image, and I don't look for it. It comes up, and especially like you're excited because of you put the image reading, and I read you love to be like me because of, I talk all this stuff, right? But actually, I don't know most of what you know. 2-3 years ago, it might be still happening. I have no idea, but I was with my ex before Mr. D came along, and there was something going on with the EU, or do we want to be a part of the European something? See, I don't know, right? He used to watch telly. I didn't. I still don't, right? And he used to tell me, and I said, I don't know what you're talking about, shush, right? And he's like, yeah, you need to know, because are we going to be a part of it or we're not going to be a part of it? I had no idea, right? I don't know who's in government. I have no idea. I tell you, the last person I think I remember the name, and you can believe me or not, the last person I knew of in government was Margaret Thatcher. I know her name very well. And then Tony Blair. I didn't follow politics. It's just my mum used to say that, right? That's how bad it is. Does it look like I'm struggling, I'm depressed, I'm not living life because I don't know anything about the news and the television? Did you hear that? Go check out, if you don't even know, Tony Blair. That's the last time I watched television or the news. I don't know anything about politics, anything about governments, anything. There's other people that go and check about the DNA. This doctor said the virus wasn't from, and they chemically put it on a rat, and you don't need to know, is what I'm trying to say. Most people research and stand up as an enlightened being and say, go check out what this doctor says. It skews your reality of news. The reality, there's two aspects of why I'm saying this. First of all, like, it doesn't affect your world because you create your world. Most people look at me and think, wow, she knows so much. I'm like, not of the world you know. I know fuck all about World War III's, about government, who's in charge, what you have to do, any of that lot. I do not know, and still I am most successful than anyone I've ever met. Anyone I've ever met. Oh, one person, well, I've met a couple of people who are more financially, and this is another thing connection with your person, the money. I've got to talk about that as well. So why did I mention that? And that's very important. There's a deep rabbit hole of the elite secret society of how they are corrupted. There are things like little bits that you can do, which you can, like, for example, I said about your signature. I remember I had someone living here who was legally, there was going to be, I think they didn't pay their mobile phone, and they had a court letter, and someone, the bailiffs, that's it, came knocking on the door, right? And I knew there's legal law, civil law, right? So what I done was I went and researched the civil law, printed it out, put it underneath the door. I said, have that, to the guy with the bailiffs, right? You never open the door. You open the door, that's an invitation to let them in. That's why you never open the door. Right? You need to know this shit. This is why you ain't with your twin flame. You don't know this shit. Give them a piece of paper. Civil law is your rights to where you live. People go and get a mortgage. Oh, this, I want my own house. That is not your own house. You're in debt to everything from when you do your birth certificate, right? You're in debt. You own no thing. That's why the nucleus and the atom is important, because why do you want to own it? Because this reality isn't real. Do you see? So this is about going deeper, and you don't need to know the politics of what the virus is doing to your body and all this kind of thing, because in reality, the short story is there's people at the top and they just run everything. That's all you need to know. Everything that is popular is run by these people. I'll give an example because I say Eckhart Tolle. Say you're listening to Abraham Hicks. Is that her name? Abraham Hicks? I remember, no, I won't go into that, it's long. Abraham Hicks. Get into the vortex woman, right? Why is she so popular? Fuck off, Sophia. She's really good. She's popular. And you say everything's popular, but she's trying to help loads of people. I'll tell you why. Because she is telling you something that is an impossibility to do for most people asleep. It's not impossible to do for me, right? Even though I don't know why she says the vortex, because in reality, that is to do with portals and stuff. I don't know why she says they'll get into the vortex, right? But anyway, she is teaching you to do something that you must remove the negativity on a continuation and know stuff about quantum physics and this world isn't real and stuff like that to achieve it. So the elite secret society, well, yeah, let her go up there and say that. Even David Icke, and I went and followed him. Yeah, well, he's deterring people by saying about all this evil. So he's going to get a lot of haters, right? By job, you get a lot of haters, right? So, you know, he's taking them off track, you know, go and research about politics and all that kind of thing. Come fight with me and fight for your power and all that. There's no fight. You don't need to fight no one. What are you fighting for, right? What you persist, resist. So obviously that word fight, they love it. You know, if I say to you, you lot join me, I'm going to go and fight against having the virus. Probably the people at the top, listen, let's give Sophia loads of views. Let's get everyone to fight, right? And they know that we will lose. That's why all that picketing doesn't do anything. It doesn't, right? Now and again, they let a couple of people slide to pretend that they're good. The point is, all you got to know is that they run. These people, everything they control. The problem is you are asleep. They have a perfectly good agenda, the people at the top. Us lot are the ones underneath that keep these lot at the top. That's all it is. You don't need to go research about politics. You don't need to go research about what Tony Blair, whatever government who's out there does. You don't need to know, right? every single person in politics or something that you think, a governing authority, the police, the social set, all are run by these people, right? The good thing about it, like I said yesterday, he's changed, right? They're going to put something bad, but there's good and bad. There's good and bad. Like I said, you might think, oh, well, you know, that's stupid. You're not married. To me, I changed that belief system of going to a registry office or a church to make it better for me. I feel like I'm saying, fuck you, government. Fuck you, elite secret society. I'm married to who I want to be my way. That's what you're here for. You're not here to research, to do a petition of doing something. My family all died from stress, from cancer, from the food they ate, from doing drugs, etc. To me, I'm like, they're upstairs having a party. You must learn to transmute all that negative to become into a positive. When you do that, then your person, then you teach them, right? I don't put up with this. This is all belief systems. But now you then show them, because you'll be strong enough to then pull back when they are doing things wrong. What you keep doing is pulling back from them every time. That's why you always this push and pull, because you pull back, right? Because you think, oh, well, he didn't contact me on Saturday. Oh, because he's with someone else. Oh, because he doesn't defend me. Oh, because da. You constantly, that's why it's called the push and pull, right? But you release, and you get to the point where you're like, and in mission stops you thinking about your person. So you're up in here doing something like me. So then, right, you're like, okay, I know what I want and I'm sticking to it because it's my thing, my belief, what my core value is. Not from television, not from my mum, not from my friend, not from my sister, not from the government. This is who I want. We are, because even how I talk, most might say it's anger. And I always question them. I'm like, why am I so, because they're used to this softly. But it's not anger. I talk with passion, which is over love. The love frequency, that's why all these spiritual teachers say about, all we need is love, all we need is love. I'm higher than that, mate. Every video, every tarot reading, everything I do, I talk with passion. And that brings me into my emotional state. And that is what is the key. Because most of you suppress your emotional state through fear. And fear makes you into the reptilian, which makes you into stress, which is killing you. These agendas is to kill the population because you're pointless to them. You're pointless to them, right? But how, it's not about being scared of it. It's about just living your life. You don't need to, I'm not here for you to follow me. I'm not here for you to get loads of views. I'm here for you to teach people how to just live. That's what mission does. My programs are the core being the platform to make you shine like a what? A star. That's what I create. Then you shine. I don't give a shit if you outshine me. I couldn't give a shit. I'll be like, take that responsibility, matey. Take it. I'm not here to just keep telling you. You see, you are the creator of your universe. You pull into reality me here now, right? But you choose to go and click off and then go listen to someone else. And then you're like, why am I with my person? Why does this resonate to you? How can something else resonate to you? Because they're both potential outcomes. It's what you choose to do with what you hear and brought into your reality as a potential outcome. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I am here telling you, then you might click off and go to a tarot reader that says, yeah, your person is over there. They're thinking about you. They are thinking about you. Look, I can tell you that. I don't need the cards. They're thinking about you right now of how to commit. This is a commitment frequency. Actually, this change in what's happened in planet Earth is going to help you with your person. Absolutely. This is pushing them to come towards you. This change, right? This change of what happened is, which I said, something's changed. It should be helping you to be, but you need to get into why you're here as a twin flame. So the actuality, you would love me to say, okay, this is what you have to do, right? And that's it to get with your person. But it's far deeper than that. And it's not, it's just what it is, because you're so programmed to be lazy. I don't know how else to say it. And it's not a horrible thing. It means that you can do far fucking more. That's what you don't understand. You can do far more. You're stopping yourself. Because I'm not here to say to you, let's go fight the government. Let's go fight against. Let's do a petition to anything. No, I'm saying to you, just live your life, mate. Just live your life. Let them get on with it. Do you see what I mean? And obviously, I'm here not to get myself out there. That's why I haven't got so many views. My things, my programs, my things I create is to help you get out there, is what I'm trying to say. So the delay is you not knowing what to do from your perception of what people tell you, which is incorrect. You want to be like me, but you're not doing anything to be like me. I say to you, I'll give you everything to be like me, and you just sit and watch and think, is that how you're going to be like me? Do you understand why you're not with your person? Literally, most of you, it's going to click off and go and watch a tarot reading and another tarot reading that done nothing. That's why you're not with your person, because you do nothing. You literally don't do anything. So whenever I push people to do what they are here to, here's the thing. I want to end this getting long once again. Here's the thing. People leave mission, right, to go and choose the easier option. They're not going to another mission program, which is easier than Sophia's mission, because there ain't fucking no mission program. Mine's is the only one out there, right? There is nothing out there. So they leave to do the easier option. So they are going against oneself. They can use the excuse of Sophia's to, they normally, well, I'm divinely guided bullshit to go over here and do something else. Bullshit. You know why I'm calling out them on bullshit? Because I don't stop you from doing your own thing. I say collaborate. That's all I say. Stay in this community and do your own thing over there. But we must show each other how to unite as what? One. They go over there because I push them to be who they are. Here's the thing. I push them to do it. They do it. They don't like to do it. So does that mean you can't do it? No. It means you don't like to do it, right? Because you're not used to doing it, because you're used to the easy option. So I'll go over there and do the easier option of my own thing. If you can do it, you can do it. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. So I push you to do what you're supposed to do. If I charge you £100, you can get the fucking £100. You just don't want to pay the £100. You hear that? That's what the issue is with my mission thing. Don't push you to do things that you can't do. I promise you, I don't push you to do things you can't do. I push you to be better than what you're programmed to sit there. You program to just follow someone else's brain. Do you understand that? And it's normally the left. So it's even half of their brain, right? I think of making a bakery shop. I thought of that. So I make a bakery shop. You work in the bakery shop that I thought about. Then you go home and watch something on telly which is not real. How the fuck are you living your life? That's what most people live like. They work in something that someone else is thought about, right? Which is stupid. And then they go home and watch a box, which is programming them more to do less. Literally just sit there. Or they're playing those games, the computer games, which fucks up everyone anyway. You are here to do far more than what you perceive you are. I don't care what your excuses are with the children and everything. Your core being is here. Whatever your battle is of why you're not in mission, or why you don't book me, or why you don't invest, you need to research why you think that is, right? Because I tell you who you are. I tell you why you are. So it's not for you to say, well, I can't do it because I can't afford it. Because I promise you, if I came there with a gun in your head and I said to you, pay 100, whatever it is, my image reading, whatever, go and get that now. What do you need to do? You will do it. So you choose. This is the choose to be planet. This is the experience. Your experience is not to do things because you can do it. Do an image reading isn't £1,000. And even if it was, isn't that bringing you to your core self or what you are? A tarot reading just tells you what you want. I am giving you the opportunity to be you. There's nothing, when you're with your person, you are you. Shit, they still want me to talk about the money. I'll talk about it 5 minutes. Then I'm out. The reason why your person is extremely important and why it's connected with money is because most people think having a load of money, £1 million, a mansion and shit will be the be all of everything. Now, I guarantee if I was just here in this room with my person till I died, I'll be the happiest person on this planet to me, right? And so do you feel like that. I repeat, when you're with your person, nothing else matter because you're one, they are you, you're one with yourself, right? Hence what I'm saying, get back to your core being. Why is that important? Because poor people think if I won the lottery, I'll be so happy, I'll go skiing, I'll go on holiday, I'll retire, I'll do all these things, right? And it's like, no, them lot know this frequency is of love and passion. Hence why I'm so passionate when I'm fucking talking, right? Hence, right, love. So they give you someone who you love as oneself because they're connected with you, that you feel like nothing else matters, right? So you're teaching people it's not the money. It's about following your loves. That's why you are a twin flame. That's why all light workers have that label as twin flames, right? But they just choose not to do it because they want someone who is spiritual. That's what they want. I want someone like me. I didn't get he was so different. Oh my gosh. I don't think David, I don't know. He says he watches, I don't know, right? He is so different. The things that he talks about, I think is like, he's against me. Do you know what I mean? It's like totally the opposite of what I'm here to be. But if not, I would just be in the clouds. They are here to teach you how to live off this corrupted world. It's simple as that. They are here to teach you how to live off this corrupted world. That's why they are here. So you learn. If not, I'm telling you, I would be literally isolated for myself. So they are teaching people it's not about the money. Because if I said to you, do you want £1 million or happily living with your person blissfully, which one would you take? Do you see my point? That's how important they are. That they brought you someone who will bring you to the core essence of why people live on this planet. Most people confuse it with self-love, love yourself, fuck off. I don't care. They don't like me swear about other people. It's like, it's more than that. It's way more than that. And that is why most of the population are not with people. And it's why most spiritual leaders are not with people. Right? Okay, that will do for now. So yeah, ask yourself. That's what I want you to do. This isn't convincing you to go book me and stuff like that. That's on you, mate. I'm happy. That's what I say to you. You got to invest in you. I'm happy with me. Whatever's going on with me and David, that's me. I'm happy with that. I'm doing my thing. I'm in mission. My money's all good. Why am I here convincing you? Right? My job is to tell you to be you. Ask yourself why you don't invest. What stops you, and then write it down and then pinpoint what that is. It's because I believe I can't do it. It's generally confidence, low self-worth, all that kind of thing. Fear. I told you this planet is corrupted by fear, right? Fuck everything and rise, right? Got one about fear. Fuck everything and rise is what I call it. What is it? False evidence appearing real. Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy. I'm out, right? So, yeah, think about why you don't invest. Why are you not doing this? What is it, right? Really get caught to the core essence of it. You know, I'm scared. Sophia's going to push me to do things which I'm comfortable with, right? You won't even admit that, will you? Right? What is it that stops you from being and doing what everything I'm telling you is resonating with you, because I'm reminding you of who you are? Ask yourself, what is it? And then push through it. This is the fool's journey, jumping into the unknown. And jumping into the unknown because you don't know what it is uncomfortable, because you don't know, because you've been following what? A belief, a program. And a program is a habit or something you constantly do. But this journey, the fool's journey, the fool's card is jumping into the unknown. And the fool's card is what? Aries. And what is Aries? Thyself. You must know thyself. And this is not real. You must know thyself. You are not real. I'm out. Speak to you later.